Good morning, students. This is Dr. Swati Bugalia. I am an assistant professor in Department of Agriculture at Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about floral biology. The flower is the reproductive unit in the angiosperms. It is meant for sexual reproduction. A typical flower has 4 different kinds of whorls arranged successively on the swollen end of the stalk pedicle called thalamus. These are calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Calyx and corolla are accessory organs while androecium and gynoecium are reproductive organs. In some flowers like lily, the calyx and corolla are not distinct and are termed as perianth. When a flower has both androecium and gynoecium, it is bisexual. When a flower having either only stamen or only carpel is unisexual. As you can see, this is the flower structure. The female parts are stigma, style, ovary, and the male parts are anther and filaments. Collectively, petals are known as corolla and sepals are called calyx. In symmetry, the flower may be actinomorphic or zygomorphic. When a flower can be divided into 2 equal radial halves in any radial plane passing through the center, it is said to be actinomorphic. Examples are mustard, datura, and chili. When it can be divided into 2 similar halves only in one particular vertical plane, it is zygomorphic. And the examples are pea, gulmohar, bean, and cassia. A flower is asymmetric or irregular if it cannot be divided into 2 similar halves by any vertical plane passing through the center, as in canna. Based on the position of calyx, corolla, and androecium in respect of the ovary on thalamus, the flowers are described as hypogynous, perigynous, and epigynous. As you can see in this diagram, in hypogynous flower, the gynoecium occupies the highest position while the other parts are situated below it. The ovary in such flowers is said to be superior. Examples are mustard, China rose, and brinjal. If gynoecium is situated in center and other parts of the flower are located on the rim of the thalamus, almost at the same level, is called as perigynous. The ovary here is said to be half inferior. Examples are palm, rose, and peach. As you can see in this diagram, the epigynous flower, the margin of thalamus grows upward, enclosing the ovary completely and getting fused with it. The other parts of the flower arises above the ovary, hence the ovary is said to be inferior, as in flower of guava and cucumber, and the ray floret of sunflower. Then parts of a flower. Each flower normally has 4 floral whorls like calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. The calyx is the outermost whorl of the flower, and the members are called sepals. Generally, sepals are green, leaf-like, and protect the flower in the bud stage. The calyx may be gamosepalous or polysepalous. Corolla is composed of petals. Petals are usually brighten colored to attract insects for pollination. Like calyx, corolla may be also free or united. Estivation. The mode of arrangement of sepals or petals in floral bud with respect to the other members of the same whorl is known as estivation. The main type of estivations are velvet, twisted, imbricate, and vexillary. When sepals or petals in a whorl just touch one another at the margin without overlapping, as in calotropis, is said to be velvet. As you can see in this diagram, the one margin of the appendage overlap that of the next one and so on. As in China rose, ladyfinger, and cotton, it is called twisted. If the margin of sepals or petals overlap one another but not in particular direction, as in cassia, gulmohar, this estivation is called imbricate. In pea and bean flower, there are 5 petals. The largest overlap the 2 lateral petals, which in turn overlap the 2 smallest anterior petals. This type of estivation is known as vexillary. Then आता है androecium. Androecium is composed of stamens. Each stamen, which represents the male reproductive organ, consists of stalk or a filament and the anther. Each anther is usually bilobed and each lobe has two chambers, the pollen sac. The pollen grains are produced in pollen sacs. A sterile stamen is called staminode. Stamens of flower may be united with other members such as petals or among themselves. When stamens are attached to the petals, they are epipetalous. The stamen in flower may either remain free or may be united in varying degree. There may be variation in the length of filaments within a flower, as in salvia and mustard. Then gynoecium. Gynoecium is the female reproductive part of the flower and it made up of one or more carpels. A carpel consists of three parts, namely stigma, style and ovary. Ovary is the enlarged basal part on which lies the elongated tube, the style. The style connects the ovary to the stigma. The stigma is usually at the tip of the style and is the receptive surface for pollen grains. Each ovary bears one or more ovules attached to the flattened cushion-like placenta. When more than one carpel is present, they may be free and are called apocarpus. They are termed syncarpus when carpels are fused, as in mustard and tomato. After fertilization, the ovules develop into seed and the ovary matures into the fruit.